Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Sebastian Wayne Drake-Rogers was just 15 years old when he vanished from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee on February 25th, 2024. Today, he would be or is 16, but he's still missing. For more than a year, he has been gone. We are at a year and a half now. Now there is a new update with the FBI. We're going to talk about it. And I got to be honest, I disagree. We'll get to it on the other side of this.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is September 5th, 2025. It is currently 2:52 p.m. the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate you. Good to see all of my pearls in chat as everyone's filing in. Lots to talk about today. There is a new FBI update in the Sebastian Rogers case. I'm glad that there's an update. I'm going to tell you my opinion about it. It's just my opinion. I had a feeling it's interesting after Seth went out there and started protesting, how magically a few days, on a week later or so, there is an update, isn't it? Yeah, lots to talk about. Sebastian Rogers has been missing for God. Let's see here: February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 16 months. 16 months now. And he hasn't been heard of, seen since really he left the steakhouse. Really, from the public's eye at least. And Sebastian has autism. If you are not, if you're new to this case, Sebastian is autistic. He's not profoundly autistic, but he is, autistic nonetheless. He's verbal and all of that. Sebastian lived with his mom mostly and his stepdad, Chris and Katie Proudfoot. On the weekends, his biological dad, Seth Rogers, moved from California to Tennessee so he could be with his son. And, it would be Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday. He would come in and pick up his son, and, they'd have a good weekend together. There is so much to this case, as you guys know, so much. So we're going to get into it. First, I need to thank you. And guys, please hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet already. Would really, really appreciate that. Also, share the live out for extra credit. I did make a post about the hype button last night, but I don't think it's on I don't even know if my channel, I thought it was on all channels, but I don't think it may not be yet. But it's coming from what I understand. There's Jessica. How you doing, Jessica? Good to see you, my dear. 18 months anniversary. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you, Miss Jessica. It's always a pleasure seeing you. And thank you so much for your continued support, my dear. Good to see you. Oh, you did it again. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Miss Dad. Thank you so much, honey. Really do appreciate you. You're very kind to me. And there's Jam to the Jam. That Jam to the Jam. Thank you so much, Jam. Appreciate you very much. My dear, really, really do appreciate your support, hon. All right. We're going to get to the update and all of that, but I'm going to play an interview that some of us have seen. I'm going to play at least part of it before I get to the update. And because I just want to, because then I'm going to give some commentary on this new update. I will say that there is foul play in this case. Why will I say that? Because I have an email directly from the detective that is on Sebastian Rogers' case. And he told me this is criminal, which means I can't wait a second. Let me fix my words. I don't know if he said criminal or foul play. I can't remember. But either way, the boils down to the same thing, right? If there's foul play, that means there's a crime there. Now, you can debate on what kind of crime that might be, whether, some people believe that they can have him hid out somewhere. I don't believe that. Personally, in my opinion, I think Sebastian, unfortunately, was not alive by the time the sun rose on February, the morning of February, when the sun was coming up on the 26th. I don't believe so. Could be wrong, but there's been no sign of life at all since then. There's been a lot of theories on what could have happened to Sebastian. Sebastian was growing up, and in my opinion, I feel like he was starting to realize just like what kind of, how maybe his home was a little different than a lot of others, because he wasn't allowed to really appear to do anything with any sort of individual that, with any other kid, right? So there's that. Where have you been? Where have you been? I was just asking about you. Are you okay? Hey, Justin and Pearls, I'm happy to be catching live. It's so good to see you. I'm so happy to see you, Lynn. Thank you so much, honey. Appreciate you. 1 second. All right. Ange. Sorry. It's so good to see you, Ange. Really. I haven't seen you ever. Thank you so much, my friend, for 11 months. I was just asking about you the other day. Good to see you, hon. Josh savingly gave a statement from the Criminal Investigation Division. What do you mean, Paige? Did I miss something? I might have missed something. Kiki, thanks for all you do traveling today. Thank you, Kiki. Appreciate you, babies. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Seth definitely needs your prayers. Lakeside, let me tell you something. I never thought, but I'm telling you, after this new update, there's some things that I know that I've just not been able to say in this case, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. Thank you, Kiki. Appreciate you, my dear. Canadian, thank you, babies. Good to see you. Really, really do appreciate you. Are you gifted too? Thank you, loves. Appreciate you. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you thank our beautiful Canadian cookie. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Appreciate you. Who's Josh? That's who I don't understand. What do you mean? Like our Josh from the lab, or what's in the update? Okay. All right. So first we're going to get to, and I think this is, some of you, we got new subscribers and all of that, and some of you still don't even know this case, but I want to play something because you'll see why in a minute. Credit goes to our friend, Miss Chronicles of Olivia. I'm so happy for Chronicles, Miss Olivia, right now. She is in love. Ooh la la. And it's amazing how relationships and work out sometimes. She is so in love, and I'm so happy for her. Yeah. She's with Steven Gonzalez, Kaylee's Gonzalez's brother. So she's a beautiful, beautiful person, inside and out. Inside and out. And so is her mother. I love Olivia's mother so much. One of the most, you can just feel the love come off of that lady. I just can tell you, she's so caring, so caring. That is for sure. Oh, thank you, Holly. Thank you, baby. Really do appreciate you. Good to see you, love. Thank you so much for your support. Truly, truly. All right, guys, we're going to get into this, and some of us have seen this a million times, I know, but I don't know about you, but I haven't seen this in a while. But there's a part of this interview, for me, in my opinion, that sticks out to me. Now, one thing I want to reiterate is there has been no named suspects publicly in Sebastian Rogers' case. That being said, my opinion is my opinion. An opinion is not a fact. An opinion is just what my opinion, my belief, for me personally is. Do your own research, all of that, and form your own opinion on this case. But I will always stand. Again, they haven't named any parent or any other person a suspect publicly. Now, maybe privately, I don't know, but publicly, nobody has been named. But also, nobody has been cleared. And I feel like after 16 months, if you can't clear somebody, then something is wrong. Something is wrong. You know what I mean? So without further ado, credit goes to my friend and yours, Miss Chronicles of Olivia. Mods, please drop Miss Chronicles of Olivia's link. I will provide it in the description as well. Here we go.
It's funny like that. Before he went missing, we got up and, fun fact, I made breakfast that morning. We had a good time. We were laughing, we were joking. He talked to family on the phone during breakfast to brag.
Now, she's going over her account that morning, and these are important things. They really are. But some things that people talk about, especially KK here, is they don't really talk about much substance. They'll talk the small talk, but really nothing of substance.
We went and picked up our niece. Yeah, I got a call and asked if I could go and pick her up, and I did. And so we went and did that. We went to BJ's. Had a good time there. He ate a colossal popcorn. Came home to put groceries away because we bought snacks because, he's 15 and snacks.
Okay. So again, this is useless information. It really is. When it comes to finding her son, right? That he ate a colossal popcorn. It can be valuable in certain circumstances to solidify where you were, yes. But in this interview right here, it's pretty useless.
We went to the bowling alley. And then from there, we went to dinner. Came home. He took out the trash because that's his chore. He takes the can to the end of the driveway. About 9 o'clock, told him to go to bed. And he's come out of his room where he was playing. And he said, "All right, good night, Mama. Good night, puppies. Love you." And went to bed.
I don't believe her. This part right here, I don't believe the way she states her tone and her delivery on it. I don't believe her. He says he went to bed. No.
Because about an hour later, I heard some noise, and I was like, "I don't care what you're doing in there, but go to sleep."
And again, he says, "I don't care what you're doing in there." She heard him making some noise. In this home, it's a militant home. They care about everything. everything. And what time he goes to bed, what he does, what he plays on, what he doesn't do, everything. They are not the ones that keep saying, I don't care what you're doing in there, but knock it off and go to sleep. First of all, you do care what he's doing in there because you told him to knock it off and go to sleep. It doesn't even make sense. Right? If Sebastian was still up at 10 o'clock on a normal night, let's say, she would have had a conniption fit, in my opinion.
About midnight, I got up and I went to bed. And 6 o'clock, I went to wake him up for school Monday morning. And that's when he went in here.
Now, if you notice the she says 6 o'clock Monday morning, went into his bedroom and he wasn't here. If you will notice the 911 call, the dispatch, from the very get-go, they made it seem like Sebastian walked out. They say he's never done this before. The dispatcher lady, she says this is unusual for him. He's never done this before. And, that's it. Well, Sebastian, he didn't like to get dirty. He was fearful, quote, fearful, end quote, of bugs. He truly did not like to get dirty. And we got to remember, this is middle to end of February. It was the end of February, pretty much the end of February in Middle Tennessee, right? It's cold. And he supposedly walks out without any shoes, without any coat, without any phone, without anything except, remember this, y'all, just remember it, except a flashlight they said he may have taken. Except a flashlight. Okay?
What was going through your mind at that point? Like, what were the feelings that you were feeling?
To censor myself. Holy freaking crap, this can't be happening. Where is my kid?
That's not the way a mother talks. No, we haven't got to it, Vic, yet, honey. Good to see you. That's not the way a mother talks. There's no gravel in her voice. There's no emotion in her voice. You don't feel the weight behind her statement. You hear more weight behind my statement right now than you do hers, and she's the one with the missing child. You don't say, holy freaking crap, my kid is missing. Holy freaking crap. No, not at all. Not at all. Sherry Lynn, thank you so much, my dear, for gifting a pearl necklace. Really do appreciate you. Thank you, y'all. Thank you so much. If you received that, make sure you thank our dear Sherry Lynn. Really do appreciate you. Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Choice words were used.
Choice words.
Where the F is he,
See, again, it's useless. She has to say choice words were used because she wants you to believe, in my opinion, that she was frantic, even though she's not showing frantic right now whatsoever. Holy freaking crap, my kid is missing. Choice words were used. And then she says, where the F is he? Don, I'm going to get to that in just a little bit. I'm going to get to that in just a little bit, in my opinion. But that's not how a mother talks when there's someone they, especially their kid, is missing. Choice words were used. Mm-hmm. You don't care when your kid is missing.
Looked through the house.
You don't care what others think, what other choice words or anything like that.
Because it was typical for him to get up and come and rummage for snacks and things like that. And he likes to dip behind the, walls and watch, and then he comes out after I come back and he likes to scare me. But after I looked, and I mean, mind you, all of this took place in like 1 minute flat.
1 minute flat. That's faster than Candace Wells. 1 minute flat. She searched this home, this big ass home.
But I didn't see him in his room. I looked all over. I ran through the whole house. I looked out all the doors and windows, and I was like hollering his name. And
she looked out all the windows, all the doors, searched every closet, every place in the home, and 1 minute flat. But yet, whenever she gets in her car in a little bit and drives, to the school and all of that, windows are up and there is no screaming, no looking at, none of that. None of that while she's, in her car.
I picked up the phone and I called my husband and I said, I can't find him. And he said, what do you mean? I said, he's not.
She calls her husband, said person in the green shirt, and who is 3.5 hours away working. She doesn't call to see if Sebastian's with his father. Doesn't say, have you talked to him? Was he acting strange? None of that. Calls her husband 3.5 hours away. They then get on a 911 call on a three-way. Well, sorry, a non-911 call. They call the sheriff's department. You've reached the Sumner County Sheriff's Department. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. They hang up from there, and then they call the non-emergency line on a three-way, allegedly.
In this effing house, I can't find our son. And I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood and I drove over by the school, and he's already like.
And again, for those of you that watch this with me, he's already. Who's he's already? There is no he around you. Right? Now, you're looking for he, and the other he you're supposed to be on the phone with is who? Your husband. But he is on the phone with you. So who is he? He's already doing what?
At this point, I was like hysterical and I was crying, I was screaming. And he was like,
Do you hear that? The cough. And then she gets even more nervous after this. He does these random coughs, one coughs, and you can tell the anxiety is going up in her. You can see the anxiety, because she says, because I was crying and everything. And then she coughs, and then she says, he was like. Again, there's another he. Who was like? Who is the he? Was like. Hysterical. That's
and I was crying, I was screaming. And
listen.
He was like.
He was like.
Three-wayed. He three-wayed law enforcement.
Did you see this? Let me show you this right here. Watch your hands. Watch your hands right here. Damn it. Oh, that's why I'm not working. Watch your hands. She's tapping, but she's going like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Steps, right? Steps 1, 2, 3. Watch her. She goes, she taps, and then she's like 1, 2, 3.
Me, and I said, he's not in this effing house. I can't find our son. And I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood and I drove over by the school, and he's already at this point I was like hysterical and I was crying, I was screaming. And he was like,
What's your 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3.
He three-wayed.
Three-wayed. What mother? Tell me, what mother has to tap? Oh, she got real distracted there. She got deep in. You can see the anxiety raising. You can see Mr. Edgar coughing, doing this. Very uncomfortable, right? Right? Oh, hey, Gypsy. Thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you, Miss Gypsy. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. I hope this case is solved. I really do. I really do. So do. Thank you so much, honey. Appreciate you very much. And Peacemaker, thank you so much, my friend. Good to see you. Appreciate you both very, very much. Yeah, it's
Kind of screaming and
anxiety. Yeah.
Three-wayed. He three-wayed law enforcement and was telling them our son is missing and we don't know.
Three-wayed. If you are a parent and your child is missing, you're not lost for words. You're not lost for words. Ever. And you don't have to think on your story because you lived it. Right? And that's why people have to remember every lie all the time. When you've lived something, you don't have to have a good memory. And when you're truthful about it. And why would she call him if he was out of town? Just odd. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I can tell you why I think it happened, but regardless, why would she? Why would she?
What's going on? And he was like, go back to the house. They're on their way. And I drove back to.
Again, she's like, go back to the house. They're on their way. You're on the call with him, right? You see how she says, three-way, we three-wayed. And then she says, because she's got to remember this. She's got to remember the steps. And then she says, he said, go back to the house. They're on their way. You are on three-way with them, ma'am. You heard it too. So why would he have to tell you to go back home? They're on their way. You just fucking heard it if you're on the phone. Period. Lakeside Mamacita, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And 1 year old hug. We selling Lakeside's 1 year birthday. Thanks, darling. Appreciate you. Good to see you, Lakeside. Thank you for your support. Much love to you, my friend. Good to see you. Oh, Joanne, thank you so much as well, honey. Appreciate you, Miss Joanne. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Really do appreciate you very much, honey. What time is it where you're at, Joanne, right now? It's probably nighttime, early in the morning.
House, and 20 days later, we haven't found him. Our son is missing, and we don't know what's going on. And he was like, go back to the house. They're on their way. And I drove back to the house, and 20 days later, we haven't found him.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how.
Later, we haven't found him.
20 days later, she ends up just like that. Because she's had a spike of anxiety. Now she needs to come down. She doesn't want to feel that anymore. She just ends it with, now 20 days later, we're here. We're here. Right? So that's what it is. Lil Red, thank you so much for 11 months, my dear. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. I was watching you earlier, but I was getting ready. I wasn't in chat. Good to see you, honey.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how stressful that is. And also, like when we were driving up here, like this neighborhood is so pretty and nice. And do you think, has he ever like walked away before, or like has that ever happened? It's just no, first time.
He's not a child that wanders. He's not one that is
He doesn't have a history of being an eloper, which is common. And I have friends with children on the spectrum who do struggle with elopement with their children, but no. So
most autistic children, if they haven't eloped by the time they're 11 or 12, it doesn't happen generally. They don't do it. You either have one that's not afraid to go somewhere or is very afraid to go somewhere. There's really not an in-between. Bliss, thank you so much for 10 months, my dear. Appreciate you. The thud has not happened yet in this interview. Just either just, quote, a little bit of noise, end quote. Thank you, Justin. Thank you so much, Bliss, for 10 months, my dear. Really, really do appreciate your support, honey. Good to see you. Yeah, we're going to get to that for sure. And thank you so much, Lakeside, my friend. Good to see you, Sebastian. Yeah, you know, there's special cases to all of our hearts, right? Sebastian is certainly one that is very, very special to my heart and a lot of people's hearts. Yeah, I just hope it's solved, but I'll be honest with you. Oops, I clicked right now. I'll be honest with you, after today, and we're going to get into it, I promise you, but I'm not as hopeful. Panda, thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. Can you sing happy birthday to me tomorrow? I'll be the big 5'4" hugs. I would be honored to happy early birthday, Miss Panda. Ooh, or on my microphone. What's up? Okay. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you for your support, and happy early birthday, Panda. All right, here we go.
Sebastian, that's one thing. It's always been a blessing. He's not been an eloper or a runner. His primary areas are like social and emotional dysregulation issues and things like that. But he's very smart. He's functional. Overall, he's a pretty happy kid. I mean, he's a teenager. He's coming into his hormones. He's angry that he's growing a mustache, but for the most part, he's a happy kid. And
what are your theories? Like, I'm sure your mind has thought of every possible thing that could have happened, but is there any theory that you can talk about that you think?
What I can tell you is, with all law enforcement, with everybody that's involved, there's nothing that's been eliminated. Everything is on the table. Everything is being looked at from every possible aspect.
Everything from he got out and walked away and was outside of the search radius before we started searching to the worst. And
No. Mm-mm. Nope. 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 Again, with this neighborhood, there is not any sight of him on camera. There is no scent. There's no article of clothing, no dog scent, nothing. Nothing. It's just craziness. It really is. Hey, Dean, good to see you, honey. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you. Our prayers go out to Sebastian and his family. We pray for his safety and that he is found soon. I pray, Dean. I do pray so much to find those answers and to get justice for him, and so for Seth as well. So thank you so much, honey. Good to see you. Rain, thank you so much, my friend. I like your lives. I will soon join members. We appreciate you, Rain. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate you. Welcome to the Pearl family, honey. Thank you. Lacey, thank you so much. For Remy's upcoming birthday, yes, she's going to be a year pretty soon, little Miss Remy. She is. Her birthday is this month. Coming up. You got a good memory.
And that's currently where we're at.
Thank you.
I mean, it's...
Yeah. Really try not to go down that road because we're going to find him.
Speculating causes problems. Assumptions cause...
Nobody had said anything, but again, these stories of these children missing, that there's nothing to suggest that they were walked out of the house. He brings up speculation immediately. They weren't even talking about that, but he brought it up. All of these caregivers, if you call them that, who these mysterious cases that makes no sense, right? They want to talk about how innocent they look or why it should make sense to you. And I don't buy it.
Issues. And based on facts of what everybody knows, right now, there's nothing, and everything is still on the table to being looked at.
You just know he's out there somewhere.
One other question I have is recently
Here we
Channel
go.
5 in Nashville,
Listen.
they had security footage that showed 2 flashlights the night he disappeared. Is there anything that you think about this video? Or
Sure. So there's a lot of speculation about that video that are floating on the internet.
Now, I stand on the flashlights. I stand on it. The FBI update that we're going to get today, they say it's a headlight. That's what they say. And I'm going to read it to you here in a minute. I just want you to know, I just want you to look at their body language right here. How she immediately draws in. How they both take a big, deep breath. How Edgar rolls his eyes and she comes right in.
they think about this video? Or
Sure. So there's a lot of speculation about that video that are floating on the internet.
KK looks like she saw a ghost. Hey, Ward, good to see you, honey. KK looks like she saw a ghost there, right? Look up, KK. Look up. Do it a little bit. Watch this.
they think about this video? Or
Sure. So
that he's showing disgust there. He puts it to the side. Like it's funny. Like it's funny. Right? You would think that, oh my God, well, they say Sebastian took a flashlight. So that might be hopeful. The problem with this is that there is a vehicle that shows up in this neighborhood. Right? Contempt, yes, that's Uber. And he's there's a vehicle that shows up in this neighborhood, a strange vehicle. And so otherwise I think they would have went with it. But their body language tells me all I need to know.
in Nashville, they had security footage that showed 2 flashlights the night he disappeared. Is there anything that you think about this video? Or
sure. So there's a lot of speculation about that video that are floating on the internet. Okay. And that is exactly what it is. It's speculations. Now, what it can give you an official statement on.
Okay. He cannot give an official statement. He's not official. He's not one of the officials. But there's that. Kiki, my birthday's Sunday. I need a Maryland song. Happy early birthday, Kiki. Yes, that's it, girl. I appreciate you very, very much. Oh, Vanessa, thank you so much, love. Appreciate you. You know, I don't know how you keep doing all this. I get so depressed over how much of this is going on in the world. God bless you. Vanessa, there are days. There are days, dear. There are days. Trust me. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you. very, very much. But you know, you got to do it. You got to keep pressing on. Keep your foot on the gas. That's what you got to do. Someone's got to speak.
Is
Thank you.
TBI Newslink has released a statement from law enforcement, between local law enforcement, state law enforcement.
Okay. They had not spoken about this flashlight video at all. But he wants you to think this is official at this time. They had not spoken out on the light that I'm aware of.
Some federal law enforcement, and they have analyzed.
Hold on. Wait a second.
Is TBI Newslink has released a statement.
Okay.
From law enforcement, between local law enforcement, state law enforcement, some federal law enforcement.
He's such a bullshit.
And they have analyzed that video so many times over that everything that everybody is trying to assume is a flashlight, I hate to say this, it's not. As much as we would love it to be one, it's not. I'm not going to go into details as far as where that video is shot from.
Why not?
But I can tell you, as the parents, we have seen the video firsthand from law enforcement. We know exactly where it was taken from. And nothing that is being assumed right now is actually true about that video, unfortunately.
KK still hasn't even looked up.
Okay. And anything about any other videos or anything like that, please refer to the TBI news link that they have out there, the updated Amber Alert stuff. And it will give you the most up-to-date information that all law enforcement has. And they will give you current as far as what's what and how they're looking at things.
And if there's any new video, forward it to them.
Please.
It's nothing they should be able to release it. Yep. So just remember that part.
Security footage is really like a game changer. We're working on Riley's strain and trying to find like if someone missed one on a corner or something. That's
around this neighborhood, and this whole community. I mean, I can tell you that much here. When it comes to the cameras, there has not been one person that has said no. And trust me, it is greatly felt that everybody has been so open, so helpful in pushing out any which way they can. I mean,
Now, there was allegedly trouble in their relationship right when Sebastian was when he went missing. And I think the biggest factor, in my opinion, was Sebastian with their relationship. But that's just my opinion. Okay, so I want to get to some of this new update, and it is straight from the FBI. And I disagree. Now, I have known when it comes to local law enforcement, TBI and FBI, I don't think they all agree on the same thing. In my opinion, I don't feel like they are all, I can tell you, they don't all agree on certain things. That's all I can say. Because I've been very quiet about some things that I know for a reason. But Ziggy Z, thank you so much, Ziggy. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Pearl family. Appreciate you. Welcome, my dear. Appreciate you so very, very much. Ange, thank you so much. I appreciate you. 55 Pearl necklaces. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very, very, very much. Well, there's some things I can't Lakeside because I just can't, but I've known for a long time. So there's that. But anyway, this came out yesterday. Searching for Sebastian Rogers, the FBI is offering a reward for up to $50,000 for information leading to Sebastian's whereabouts. On February 26th, 2024, Katie Proudfoot went to wake up her 14-year-old son. They don't even have his fucking age right. They don't even have his fucking age right. Son to go to school. To her surprise, he was nowhere to be found. Sebastian Wayne Drake-Rogers had spent the previous day with his mother. The pair shopped at the department store, played video games, and went to the bowling alley and had dinner at a local restaurant before heading home for the evening. After returning to the home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, Katie and Sebastian prepared for bed, saying goodnight sometimes between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Okay. Quote, Katie told us a little bit before 10 p.m. she heard a loud bang coming from Sebastian's room. So she yelled out to ask him if he was okay, to which he responded that he was, quote, said Detective Brandon Carter from the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, quote, she told him to go to bed because they had to be up early the next morning for school. A loud bang and a thud are not the same thing. Correct. Correct. Katie called her husband, who was out of town in Southwest Tennessee for work, and the two of them spoke for nearly 2 hours before she went to sleep around midnight. Midnight, she says, right? The next morning, my microphone sounds. I'm getting sick, I think, but my microphone. I don't know, I got a cord. The next morning was the beginning of what would have become a massive search effort for Sebastian. Quote, Katie called her husband and told him that she couldn't find Sebastian, that he wasn't in his room or anywhere else in the house, end quote, said Carter. Katie got into her car and drove around the neighborhood and to Sebastian's school, which was less than a mile away from their house, searching for Sebastian before returning home. Now, that being said, she didn't even stop at the school. She just went straight through the fucking parking lot. She wasn't looking around. She drove straight through the fucking parking lot. That's it. Well, it was, people always said a 3-hour phone call, but it's actually 2 hours. I've always kind of stressed this. From 9 o'clock, right? Or sorry, from 10 o'clock. Hold on a second. It was from about 9:34 to just before midnight, right? So we'll say 11:34, right? So it's 2 hours. Yes, with the window rolled up the entire time. Absolutely. Yes. And remember, you guys know that I've spoken, or they've reached out to me, actually, people, I'll just say staff members in that school. And Seth was the one to go to the school and get Sebastian's stuff and all that. From what I have been told, KK never has been back to that school once since he's been missing. Okay. During this time, her husband called the local emergency communication center to report Sebastian as missing. So they use these words, the local communication center, not the non-emergency number, right? It doesn't sound as good. It doesn't sound as normal, right? It still doesn't sound normal. The local emergency communication center. Okay, got it. To report Sebastian as missing. In the early days of the search, it seems Sebastian vanished without a trace. Quote, this case was kind of a question mark, said FBI Nashville Special Agent Robert Barrett. Quote, Mom wakes up and he's just gone. There's a question mark, and we've got to figure out what happened, end quote. The question mark only grew bigger as the search went on. Quote, Sebastian did not take any clothes, shoes, money, food, or a cell phone, said Carter. His cell phone and cash were both lying on the dining room table where he had been the day before when he went to bed. According to Katie, there was a small yellow flashlight that she thinks was missing. Interesting, right? That flashlight again. But that was the only thing that appeared to be gone from the house. The first week in the search for Sebastian was massive community and interrogation efforts between the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. One second. Sorry, guys, I'm getting sick. I apologize. Okay. The search, where was I? The Sumner County Emergency Sheriff's County Office, the TBI Emergency Management Agency, Hendersonville Police, Gallatin Police, the Tennessee Highway Patrol, the FBI, Metro Police, Wilson County Sheriff's Office, Sumner County EMS, Sumner County Emergency Response Team, and several other agencies throughout Tennessee. The search consisted of about a 4.5-mile radius around Sebastian's home, said Carter. There were roughly 2,000 searchers equipped with an app tracking their movements. Search was massive. The searchers could also use the app to plot things on a map that they observed while they were out searching. The total area they covered within the 4.5-mile radius was equivalent to a combined 44,000 acres. I'm taking C, D, and zinc. I am. Yeah. It's getting to be that time of year. In addition to ground searchers, law enforcement employed every available resource at their disposal to locate Sebastian. Fire departments mounted patrols, ATVs, search and rescue canines, drones, helicopters, and even an airplane. During the 2 days of the search, the Sumner County Sheriff's Department reached out to the FBI for assistance and specific resources that could potentially help find Sebastian, who was high-functioning autistic. I contacted the FBI Child Abduction Rapid Deploy Team. That's big, because I know that for a long time, there was some people would say they didn't call the CART team. Some people say they did, but they reached out to them. So, and that's very important. The CART team there's very few of them, and only a couple, there's maybe like 50 trained in the whole United States. And there'll be like 2 agents that'll do like a tri-state area for 3-4 different states, and because they want to get there quickly, right? So there's that. I contacted the FBI, sorry, I read that, for the CART team for initial consult. And then they brought in the FBI Behavioral Analysis Unit to assist, said Barrett. The BAU shared a statistic that about 50% of autistic children are prone to wander. They are also naturally drawn to bodies of water, and 71% of fatal outcomes involved missing autistic children were a result of drowning. Yes, but there's also another part of that statistic, about 50% of autistic children are prone to water. That's if they are prone to wandering off, it is generally before the age of 12. Not when they're in high school. They're not just going to start. Quote, the information helped us focus search efforts in and around bodies of water. The search team drained ponds and search underways and lakes looking for Sebastian. In addition, law enforcement searched almost every home in the neighborhood. Do you mean the inside? Video recordings from a nearby home and a dash cam camera in Katie's car showed that Katie and Sebastian didn't leave the house after their return from dinner, and that no other cars were seen coming or going from Katie's home during the evening and early morning hours of the night or day Sebastian disappeared. Did not. Yes, nobody left or drove in her driveway after they got home. Right. Which we know that nobody went into their driveway or anything within that evening at all. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Quote, we have followed through on every tip that has come in. No, you haven't. In my opinion, said Josh Savely. Well, maybe they have, but I can tell you that Sumner County hasn't. Special agent in charge of the criminal division at the TBI of investigation. Well, some of those tips we continue to examine at a deeper level, but the vast majority we have cleared as either being irrelevant or ended with no results. The lack of answers in the search for Sebastian has pushed the community to widely share the story on online platforms, and law enforcement reminds the public to be wary of misinformation from unverified sources. Sebastian's disappearance has deeply affected our community, said Carter. Quote, "We understand the desire for the community to want answers and for us to explain and for us to explain every step of this investigation, but we can't release all the case details without risking the integrity of the investigation. We ask that the community refocus on what matters, and that's finding Sebastian. Mr. Craddock, we ask for a fucking update once a year. How about that? That's what we ask for. We ask that you go out and shake Seth's hand and say, have a conversation. I'm doing what I can. Listen to him. How about that? How about that? Mr. Snuggle Struggle. Okay. We ask the community to refocus on what's best. Staying united and supportive will bring us closer to the answers that we're looking for. We don't even know what the hell if you guys even give a wooden nickel or any fucks about Sebastian's case anymore, because you haven't said anything to the public. How are we to know that you give a fuck? You can't hold a 5-minute press conference? You can't hold a 5-minute press conference. You can't, 5 minutes before your lunch or whatever, you can't say, hey, get the cameras here. I want to do a 5-minute press conference. Just calm the ease of your constituents and those who care about Sebastian. Furthermore, after 16 months, you should be able to clear people. If you can't clear someone after 16 fucking months, i.e., the parents, all 3 of them for that matter, then that says a lot. If you can clear one of them and maybe not clear the others, say it. Say it. Doesn't mean they're suspect. Just saying that, we can clear this one or can't clear this one. Oh, you guys haven't even heard the disappointing part yet. I mean, at the very beginning, it says he's 14-year-old Sebastian. No, he's not. He was 15 when he went missing. Actually, in the beginning of my interview, that is what, or this live today, said 15-year-old Sebastian Wayne Drake-Rogers, who would now be 16. They said 14 in this article. Okay. Promptly sharing tips and information with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the TBI, or the FBI is the best way to help find Sebastian. If you have any information concerning the whereabouts of Sebastian Rogers, please contact the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. You mean you'll have someone answer? Really? That's new. Just because you put it here doesn't mean you answer. Continue to share Sebastian's official missing persons flyer, and don't wait, said Sheriff Eric Craddock. If you see something, say something immediately. If you call right then, we can get someone on the hot trail, quote, end quote, he says. Got it. Sebastian was 5'5" tall and around 110 to 115 pounds. When he was last seen, he has brown hair and eyes that look hazel or brown. He would be 16 years old. But they got that part right. But the very top, 14. Sebastian has medical conditions, including autism, that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. The FBI is offering a reward up to $50,000 for information leading to Sebastian's whereabouts. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office, TBI, and FBI are still working collaboratively, sharing tips and information, and are urging the public to work with law enforcement in hopes of bringing Sebastian home. All right. Now, I knew about this before months. I don't know about months, but yeah, months now ago. The local law enforcement, the TBI, and the FBI do not all agree on the same thing in this case. They do not agree in the same things in this case. And in my opinion, that's why they need to hand it over. Hand it over. Now, this is the flashlight theory. This is why I now do not think that Sebastian's case will probably ever be solved. I've never said that before. But after this, I don't. He may be found, but I don't think it'll be solved. My opinion. Because they put this out right here. And the flashlight theory. 2 rumors in the search for Sebastian have been disproven, they said. The flashlight theory. Okay. Let's talk about the flashlight theory for a minute. There's a fucking car in the middle of the fucking road. Okay. That pulls up after going on Kellen. Pulls on Stafford. Okay. There's a fucking car. You can't tell me there's not. We see it with our own fucking eyes, number 1. Number 2, the neighbors saw it, and that's how it got out to Nick Barris, because they noticed someone was out in the road in front of their home at 3 a.m. So they put this out. And now I do not think Sebastian's case, what set off the floodlight? Oh, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. And I knew that certain agencies versus other agencies do not agree on this flashlight. They don't agree. Someone triggered the fucking light, obviously. But listen to what they say about it. Thank you, Hobo. Appreciate you, baby. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you. If you receive that, make sure you thank Hobo. A house down the street from Sebastian had security video footage from the night of his disappearance. The camera angled in a direction that happened to be facing Sebastian's backyard captured two small moving lights. At first glance, the lights appeared to be right in Sebastian's yard, suggesting someone was lurking with two flashlights in hand, and a potential suspect giving Sebastian's disappearance that same night. However, when law enforcement further investigated the video, they disproved this theory. The dark sky and camera angle combined had distorted the security footage. When they examined the video in relation to the topography of the area, they found the lights were actually coming from a pair of truck headlights flickering through trees from a street atop a hill around 300 yards. They are saying that it is a fucking truck from behind the neighborhood. It's amazing. They also created an overlay of security footage in daylight with a topography map. In the daylight, it would have been clear that the lights were coming from the hill. And let me take a picture of this. I'll make it bigger for you so you can see it better. Watch this. One second. Okay. How are they going to explain the fucking headlights and this light getting kicked on and the tail lights? Could they explain that for me, please? That just happens to be whenever these fucking lights are here. Two 2324. The this was off. That was off. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Why does the truck light run back to the house? Exactly. Exactly. Yep, Bugsy. Yep. Yep. It is unfucking believable to me that they think this is a fucking truck. Okay. So here's what they're saying. Let me show you this 1 second. They are saying that a light is coming from honeysuckle. Hold on 1 second. From honeysuckle. From back there. From what I understand. That's 300 yards, 321 yards. They said 300 yards. No fucking way. Not a fucking chance. It's bad. It went through houses. They said it went through the trees, and that's why it was flickering. And so I knew. I can't tell you how I knew. I'm surprised that they put this out. I'm surprised they put this out. Because I think they're wrong. I think they're absolutely wrong. That's my opinion. And I think that they need to give it up to someone else. That's all I know. We're going to look. Let me see if I can pull up that video. Hold on 1 second. I got the video right here. Let me show you. I know exactly. You're exactly right. Let me pull up some videos. We'll look at that. I haven't looked at this in a long time. These videos of Sebastian's of the car. But I'm not falling for the gaslight. I'm just not falling for it. There is no way in hell that let me see if that's it. 1 second. Oh, I forgot about that. I need to open that. You guys want to see this? Just wait. Just give me a second, I promise. Okay. Okay. There's that one. Okay, let me see this one. 1 second. Bear with me, guys. There's so much that I have of this. Okay, here we go. I got it now. And got it now. Got a few different videos here. I wasn't planning on doing this. But here we go. Regardless. Tell us, Mr. Craddock, that this is a fucking flashlight or a headlight up there. Okay. Sorry about that. Might be this one. Let me check. Wait, I got them all.
And they are stationary. They do not move. Now,
Oh, that's an older one. This is the one I was looking for. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, wait. Shit. Maybe that's not the one either. Hold on. Damn. Which one was it? That is not. A damn. But what else? Here we go. I got so many of these. My God. How many did I make? Okay. What about is this a car up on the hill, Mr. Craddock? Is this the headlight that's, you know, sitting in the middle of the fucking road? Are they not seeing what they're seeing? You've talked to the neighbors. We've talked to the neighbors. Come on, dude. Come on. I don't want this. Let me check something. Look at these lights. All right. This right here. It's a call. I'll be damned. This isn't the good one, but I'll show it right now. I'm trying to find the good one, but look at there. Right there. Right there. And then you're going to see another one come through here and then go over. Let me do this. This is what I'll do. Let me screen record this real quick so I can make a better one. Here we go. It's going to take about 30 seconds. This one's pretty clear. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. If I switch screens, it'll stop the recording. So I just need to 20 more seconds. And you can see it for yourself. It's complete bullshit that they think that. So I don't think it's ever going to be solved. I really don't. Not after this. That's why I was shocked that they actually put it out. Okay. What's this one? Oh, look at this. This is a good one. Right here. Make it full screen. Here we go. Okay, look right here. Look right here. There's one. Right here. Right over here. You're telling me, look at this. Hold on, let me show you. You're telling me that this is catty corner, right? The camera is. You're telling me that a car is up on the hill and this fucking light is over here toward the yard? Are you smoking something? Are you fucking smoking something? They just fucked it all up, in my opinion. Completely. Just fucked it up. Okay, look at this. Watch this. Look at those lights. Right there. Okay. There. Just continue to watch it. All right. Okay. Now let's look at this. Remember this right there. Okay. Remember that right there. Now, let's go back here. Let's go back here. All right. If the camera is right here, right? They're saying that there's a light up behind here, right? Why is the light coming from to the right side? It should be coming from the left side of the screen over through here, right? Should be coming over this side. We're talking about this side it's coming from. There's no fucking road or light that's going to do that. Well, there's the motion detection lights. There's the fucking headlights that kick on. There's the tail lights. You can literally see human bodies outlines. I mean, I'm gobsmacked. No, there was no fucking trash truck at 3 a.m. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. How could a truck that far away set the floodlights on? You know, it's not. It can't. It can't. Not at all. Wait a second. I mean, look at this, y'all. Watch this. Remember this. Now look at this. Watch this. There we go. Let me find something here. Look at this. I should look at it like this. Okay. How you see the lights. All right. And then look at this right here. See, it might be this one right here. See the what the hell's this, Mr. Craddock? I was meaning to, I hate to do it live because it takes time for me to find the shit, but I really want to find this video of said vehicle. I got a much more clear one somewhere around here. Okay, maybe here it is. Hopefully this is it. Let's check. All right, watch this. Watch this. Oh, look, fucking headlights and a tail light that lit up. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wait a second. It's really unbelievable. It really is so unbelievable. Watch this. Right here. Look at the headlights and the tail light. All right. There's the truck in the road. You're trying to tell me that this truck in the road and the fucking lights are over here? Light, okay, truck, right? Vehicle behind it. And then the lights are behind that car. The truck, the FBI saying, you're trying to tell me it's up on the hill? Up on the hill. No. I was trying to find the one with the what's it called? That's I think it's with the lights. Here's another one. I got so many of these, my God. Oh yeah, look at this. This is what they want you to think is fucking truck lights. Never seen the beat in my life. Never seen it. Watch this. Is it not opening? Open in tab. Okay, here we go. It's crazy. Maybe this one's it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay. Perfect. Watch this. I'm going to do a little thing on my mouse here. I'm going to make it as big as I can. Now watch this. All right. See this right here? Watch. Let me. You can see it. You can see literally the outline of the human being, but it's going from right to left, right to left. How does that happen behind the hill when you can clearly see him crossing? Okay. Can you send me that link, Grace? Grace, send me that link. All right, so watch this. And I'll show it. Watch, you can, right up here. Watch right here. You can see someone moving. There you go again. You can see them. They're walking from like this. They've got it lined up wrong. I'm telling you they do. Now, look at here. There's another. Watch this. This person is going along. There you go. Now it's going there. How is a light? How is that up on the fucking hill through homes? I'll wait. I'll wait. Thank you, Teresa. Appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you. He burnt popcorn. Maybe TBI is mad at Seth for staging the protest. Sounds petty, I know. Oh, let me tell you something. They're pretty fucking petty. Well, hold on. Grace, what? So there's that. It's just crazy to me to say that is up on a hill. And so they can't agree on it. They cannot agree on the things. It is sad. It is sad because Sebastian loses. Sebastian loses. Grace, you got to tell me who, honey. Who are you trying to reach? Text me who. Okay. Well, it's all of the chat against all the. Well, I mean, see, I think this came from more. I don't know. I find it very interesting that after Seth went there, a week later, this drops. I find it very interesting. Can it be rescinded? Yeah, I guess it could. But if it ever, I don't think it would look good if they threw it out, if they said it's nothing, and then later said, oh, no, it's something. Okay. You emailed me. One second. Okay, I don't know what. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll look at it. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. It's infuriating. It really is because you know, I would have rather them stayed quiet on it, in my opinion, and hashed it out behind the scenes with each other, but they fucked up. You know, Nick Barris, they thought, you know, they told Nick that it was. Never mind, I gotta be quiet. Okay. I got it. Okay. I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. Oh, let me read this green hoodie part. I haven't even read the green hoodie. Now, I can tell you 100% with the green hoodie, it's nothing. And I'm glad they addressed this. I agree with them on this 1,000%. I told you guys there's very few things that I know 100% sure in this case. Very few things. But 100% I know that green hoodie, anybody there other than Katie and Sebastian has nothing to do with that evening. Now, you can believe different. That's totally your right to do. But yeah. Where was this? Okay. The flashlight theory. We read that one. It says, Okay, the person in the green hoodie theory. A video surfaced of Sebastian and Katie in the parking lot at a local restaurant they visited the night Sebastian disappeared. In the video, a person in a green hoodie briefly interacts with Katie. Suspicion arose that in this short interaction, the police in the green hoodie was planning something. So the person in the green hoodie was planning something with Katie related to Sebastian's disappearance. Law enforcement spoke with the employees at the restaurant who confirmed this person in the green hoodie was a frequent customer. I know them. I was the one that did a whole live on them to show you guys. They worked at a grocery store. They worked for so many years at the grocery store. They got sick, retired. Law enforcement went to meet this person who happened to be wearing the same green hoodie in the video and confirmed they were not a suspect. Again, they're not, and anyone there that night is not. Do you have a link for Yellow Jacket's interview? The one that I did? No. I mean, I did a live on them and explaining about who Yellow Jacket, because nobody knew who the Yellow Jacket person was, and I know who it is, and it was just something I wanted to bring to you guys, so some of y'all could, you know, I would rather, try to tell something I know, and that way other people aren't wasting their energy looking at something that's really not relevant whatsoever. Did she took Sebastian for his last? I don't know, but yeah. Okay, this is good. It's small, but it's good. All right, look at this. There's a better camera angle out there now, from what I understand. They fixed it. Oh, make it bigger. 1 second. Check this out. Shit, where'd it go? Okay, here we go. So you're trying to tell me that that's from the road. That's from the road behind the house. And what lights up the car here? Because y'all know that there's a fucking car there. They know. Law enforcement knows that there's a car right there. I don't know. I think they need, honestly, I think the best thing that they could do is, like Seth could do, is to get a really good private detective that would do his own research and all of that. That does nothing with social media whatsoever and work the case. Because I really think it's going to take someone to just do their own investigation that has more technology available, and it's probably going to take years, if that. And you're just going to have to pretty much fold it into their lap and give it to them. You can't tell me. I mean, look at this. You can't tell me that we're on this corner right here, right? This corner. And we have the lights coming from around right here. You're not going to tell me that it's something back here. You're just not going to do it. You're never going to convince me. You're not going to convince me that. Right? Let's see here. You're telling me this house, right? I need to go up a little bit more. They're saying it's back on this road right here. Back on here. Look at this. Right through here is where they're saying those fucking lights are. They're over here, motherfucker. They're over here. It's like, I don't know what else to say. I don't know. Oh, it sure is, Brenda. It sure is. Look at this. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Maybe it's this one.
The last time I saw my son was when he went to bed.
Tonight marks 1 year since Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his home near Beach High School in Sumner County. He's 16.
Have been missing for a year that Sebastian Rogers has gone without his favorite things.
Cats are the number one. He loves animals, almost all animals.
Animals, video.
Oh, cats are his favorite animal, yet they took every one of them from him. Right? You took your son's most favorite thing away. Perfect. And a cat was actually seen on camera in surveillance footage, but Sebastian wasn't. Imagine
games,
that.
Books, and any chance in the pool.
He loves water. He swims like a fish.
Sebastian also missed his birthday.
December 7th. He would have. He turned 16, and he would have.
Missed his birthday.
December 7th. He would have.
He would have been.
And he should be home for that.
But Sebastian, who has autism, hasn't been home since February of last year. After dinner at the Texas Roadhouse on the 25th, Katie says she and her son went home.
Did anything happen the night he went missing that was like caused him to run away? Was he punished in any way? An argument? Just a normal night?
It was a normal night. It was a calm night.
That turned tumultuous by the next morning.
When I went in his room and he wasn't there. He wasn't in his bed.
Katie says she frantically searched the house and drove around the neighborhood at 6:30 a.m. until she and Sebastian's stepfather, who says he was away for work at the time, called police.
We need you to search your properties every day.
But an Amber Alert and an extensive week-long search didn't yield one significant lead or even a glimpse of the boy on any doorbell cam video. Days later, investigators combed through a landfill 2 hours away, still saying they had found nothing.
I do not believe. Another thing, I know creators have said it. Hold on 1 second. You will never convince me what are you talking about, Elisa? What do you mean lied to me? Thank you so much, Don. Good to see you, honey. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, love. Appreciate you very much. Teresa, thank you very much, honey. Appreciate you very much. Good to see you, honey. If you received that membership from Don, please thank Don. Really do appreciate you, honey. Thank you, love. She said, should I hear it in my AirPods? It's crazy. Oh, but
No evidence to support foul.
you will never, ever, ever hear me say that they did this out of precautionary. No way. No way. Nope. If it was precautionary, then why did they want to keep it a secret? Why didn't they just say it's precautionary? Nothing wrong with saying it's precautionary. Then why did they want to keep it a secret? Okay.
Foul play is involved in the disappearance of Sebastian.
There's snuggle struggle.
We're not ruling anything out.
For the next year, any activity involving Sebastian's case would fuel droves of online
Also,
followers.
Mr. Craddock, can you tell us what's in those lights? Nick Barris asked you. No. Why not? You say no. He says, why not? He says, we don't know what we don't know. If you knew that they were fucking headlights behind the house, why didn't you just say they were fucking headlights? I mean, seriously, why didn't you just say, hey, they were headlights? Why? So it's a little fishy to me.
A restraining order against one YouTuber.
There were quite a bit of people that were, sending some very threatening and hateful messages to us.
What would you say to those people?
Just stop.
Fox 17 News sent the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the lead agency in the investigation, a list of questions in anticipation of this story, including asking if there are any new leads, what kind of evidence detectives have vetted, and if investigators still believe there is no indication of foul play. Sheriff Eric Craddock responded in an email saying, "This is an active and ongoing investigation. We continue to work with our state and federal partners.
Remember
We will
CP?
continue to seek a resolution in this case."
What do you believe happened to Sebastian?
Unfortunately,
I don't remember that, but
over the last year, I have thought every single day, night, every moment of every possibility of something that could happen to him, where he could have gone, if he had gone with someone, if someone took him willingly, unwillingly, if he'd run away and got lost, if he'd a million different things. And unfortunately, I don't know.
But Katie and a private investigator she retained.
Yep. Justin, you had Austin Drummond on the other day. They found so much evidence within days. It was impressive. Sumner County, nothing. Just the same as Resume. They had it wrapped up in 24 hours. They had her, actually it was 14 hours. 14 hours. They had her remains.
Believe this piece of surveillance video taken the night that Sebastian went missing could be a lead in the case.
1217.
That's a joke. I mean, seriously, that's a joke in my opinion.
100 yards away.
That's nothing.
There's a figure
The Sumner County Sheriff said the video has no relevance to the case, but the Proudfoots aren't dismissing it until the identity of the person is confirmed by investigators. Unfortunately, any possible break in Sebastian's case has gone nowhere.
No child goes poof. He's somewhere.
Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, has also endured a year without his son.
Sebastian, son.
Seth brought in a team offering their own reward of $347,000. That's on top of the FBI's $50,000 reward.
To stop looking is to give up hope.
Hope that's still evident among volunteer searchers.
I'm not going to stop.
Missing signs and ribbons in Sebastian's favorite color.
And God, right now we're seeking you to reveal the truth to us.
Katie says detectives searching for that truth left no question unasked.
Lie detectors.
Detectives searching for that truth left.
Look at there. Look, here's the Proudfoots home. There's the fucking trash truck. You see that? Look at there. The fucking trash truck. Right there.
No question unasked.
Flashing.
Lie detectors.
Yes.
For yourself
and my husband.
Which
Edgar did not do on Nancy Grace's. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think she picked anyone up on the way home. No. And it's not 3 a.m. And it's like 20 flashlights. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will be back here in about an hour with another live. Come and hang out if you can. We're either going to be doing Resme or Emmanuel, or both today. We'll see. I know, Angel. I know. We just got to keep the faith. But it's hard right now, to be honest. Very hard. Lives in Canada and can read it. Check text. I don't know what. Yeah, I think the time and date was off on the camera. From what I understand, I think the date was off too. What message was deleted? I don't know. Don't know, didn't see. Why was KP and S? I don't know. Hola. Good to see you, cheapskate. All right, guys. I'll see you on a little bit. Much love, everyone. God bless.